I think this one's a good candidate. Noelle won the last major GOAT format tournament, so I imagine that people are going to be curious to see how she does. So yeah, let's check it out. And hey, Mascus, we got you in chat with me?
Oh, hello.
Hey. So yeah, I mean, the only thing to say here is that just as far as commentary, make sure you don't say anything that could be construed as giving advice to one of the players. Other than that, say whatever you want. I famously said at the beginning of the last FLC tournament, I think Noelle is the favorite to win. She did win, and I certainly think that Noelle is one of the favorites to win today. Maybe not like the favorite, but definitely one of the favorites. I also, I'm putting some, if I were betting, I'd be putting some bets on TK Griffiths. He's been doing really well in ranked lately. He plays pretty solid, so I'm going to want to see some of his matches too.
That was a good play by Pyro to just make Falter here, because most of Noelle's deck is normal spells.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I mean, obviously, Pyro has only seen some Toon Table of Contents so far, but obviously we know that decks that usually play Toon Table of Contents are very, heavy spell decks. So yeah, it's not too shocking to see a Bolter there.
Yeah, it was pretty safe, and she just conceded, so...
yeah, to not, give away information.
Guess she doesn't have Book of Moon in the main.
Yeah, because, Book of Moon would be an out. I mean, there are other potential outs, like if you can get a light and a dark into your graveyard somehow, you can play, Chaos Monster.
Scully here. You guys hear me?
Yeah,
hey,
Scully, we read you loud and clear.
Cool. So do you guys think the Noelle's deck has been kind of figured out now?
I mean, by some of the good players, yeah, but, realize that, a lot of people in this tournament are, new to the server, aren't really familiar with, Noelle's deck and, how it works. So, I actually think, it's a pretty good call for this tournament. Obviously, I don't want to talk about her deck too much because, Pyro might be watching the stream and, then would be able to get info. But, like I said, I definitely think Noelle is one of the favorites here today. Even though she did lose that first game there pretty convincingly.
Well, here's getting Thunder Dragon out of the deck, which is pretty good. And now she just finds Cannon Soldier, which is even better.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, graceful, yeah.
Oh, just all of it.
Off to a good start this game. I mean, really any deck starting off with Thunder Dragon Graceful Charity is, going to be pretty good.
Did Pyro meta a Air Knight game 1 to make that Bolter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's on GOAT control?
Perhaps. We don't necessarily know.
Yeah.
But decks that play Air Knight, Parshath, and Metamorphosis, usually you're going to think GOAT control.
E-set pass.
Yeah, not what you want to be doing. In this
Yeah.
matchup.
Hey Scully, someone in Tournaments channel needs your assistance, so could you
Yep.
do that? Because yeah, I mean, you know, I'm doing full-time streaming here,
Got it.
so
Cyberjar coming through, that's pretty good. It's probably just like a draw 5 for Noelle, which is excellent.
All right. Just confirming now. We're doing restarts on bugged hands, right?
yeah, I mean, if you can prove that it's a bug that wasn't intentionally, like, you know what I mean? So in other words, like, if you reveal your hand to just shoot and like it glitches because you didn't banish, then like that's just gonna be a loss. But if a bug just happens for no reason and there's no way to repair it and it wasn't either player's fault, then yeah, just do a restart. Does that make sense?
Yep. So if we're saying if they did show hand, we're gonna do a game loss, even if it was accidental.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if someone causes the bug, then that's just a game loss. Or else people could intentionally cause bugs to get restarts. And then obviously explain why it's a loss instead of a restart, so that people aren't confused. I mean, it would be nice if Dueling Book just didn't have any bugs, but, you know.
Well, anyway, Noelle had Dimension Fusion, so was able to just clean up real nice there on turn 2 after flipping Cyberjar for 5. She might have been able to work around this, but her opponent summoned a like a Kaiko off of the Cyberjar. But like the Cyberjar revealed for Noelle that she had a lightning vortex, so I don't
Yeah.
know if it might have been smarter to just set it.
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, I guess she could have just summoned her one Chaos Sorcerer anyway, and then maybe yeah, and then just Dimension Fusion everything back, but she gets a little less value, and I don't know, maybe you don't lose that turn. Kaiko's set pretty it's not the end of the world. Kaiko's like pretty good in the matchup because yeah, it turns off chaos, but it's weird because if like you attack with Kaiko and like get rid of stuff in their graveyard to further turn off their chaos, they can just Dimension Fusion it. I mean, you don't have to use the Kaiko effect, but then it's just like, oh, if they get rid of the Kaiko there, then their chaos is still alive, you know?
Sorry, I'm being distracted by these people talking about like dust shoot glitches.
It's okay.
So
coming
I
up.
guess what happened here is pry0 just went first, started off
Yeah.
by summoning Kaiku. Yeah, I mean Kaiku's definitely a pretty good card against Noelle's deck. It seems like pry0 showed up prepared. I mean, I was commenting that I think a lot of people won't be prepared for Noelle's deck, but this seems to be the exception.
Wonder if he kept the Nox in versus like the face down stuff, because this could be like besides in jars, so could be jar here. Pot of Greed's always good.
Yeah, so Noelle like premature to Sacred Crane, and then set a monster. That's interesting.
Does Noelle have... Yeah, I was about to say, does Noelle have Mirror Force?
Yeah.
I'll take that trade there.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, like, with Kaiku, you know, you're gonna do whatever you can to get rid of it.
Now we have Thousand Ice coming out. Puts a light in Pyro's graveyard as well.
Yeah.
So if he has the BLS follow-up, I mean, he's getting rid of that face down probably. Oh, he could just, yeah, target it instead.
Alright, so looks like Noelle's using some Jargreeds.
Yeah, she's got to find something.
And we didn't see what the set monster was that Pyro stole, right?
No, he didn't flip it up.
Yeah, I mean, guess it doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, we might find out soon what it was.
Pyro going for the play where to like steal the monster here. Yeah, I figured it was Jar.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't necessarily know which jar it was, but
Yeah.
it was indeed a jar.
I think setting the monster and then setting 5 cards is a little bit of a tell, but
Yeah.
Pyro's just giving Noelle a lot of time to draw into this, but if she doesn't find something soon, I mean, she's gonna lose. There's a Reckless Greed. Maybe we can draw into something.
Yeah, I mean, here it seems like Noelle better make something happen this turn.
Looks like she's got to try it here.
I mean, she hasn't used any Reasonings or Monster Gates yet.
I don't think she wanted to if she still had Thunder Dragon in the deck.
Yeah, so but I'm saying, like, obviously, I mean, we know 2 of the cards in her hand are Thunder Dragons. I guess one's like a Toon Cannon maybe or something.
I think
So,
she
like,
searched for it.
Yeah, so like 6 cards, any of those 6 cards, you know, could be Reasonings and Monster Gates. Oh, card destruction. That's
Big
a good
card
one.
destruction. What's that for? Like 7, 8?
8
yeah.
cards. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I think, like, when you're getting to draw 8, I think Noelle could win this turn.
Looking that way. And plus, we don't know what her down cards are. Like, one of them could have been that from there. Like, the first one that she set from her first turn could be something powerful. But there's a Curse Seal, so not very good. There's a reload for 7 here. Let's see if we got another curse seal.
Yeah, I mean, Curse Seal is pretty interesting side deck card. Yeah, I mean, like I said, definitely seems like Pyro showed up prepared.
It's good because it hits like the dimension fusion, and it's like, okay, they're one of the biggest ways they can win is gone. But a lot of the times they're gonna try to use like True Nade or Heavy Storm. So you really need to have like both of them. Noelle going in the tank. She probably drew something, but maybe she's debating on using the upstart or not.
Yeah, because you know she's got to deal 80. I mean, she doesn't have to win this turn, but like she kind of has to win this turn, because like she played Reckless Greed, right? So
yeah, so she's not drawing.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting here.
Good thing is though,
right now she's got a light in the grave but no dark.
Good thing is about Pyro's Field is that they can't goat. They can't like flip scapegoat and chain to something.
Yeah.
Just setting might. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, I guess. So here, I mean, she's probably looking like for that juicy Dark Magician of Chaos.
Ooh, Ordeal of the Traveler. That's neat.
Yeah, so I saw that card in Noelle's side deck. It's not really clear to me why it's there. But yeah.
I think if she could keep like a Thunder Dragon in the hands, then like she has a spell maybe, and then like you're just guessing, so it just turns like most of your attacks into like 50%. Is this gonna like hit or not? I guess that's the theory behind it, but
yeah, I mean, obviously it's there to buy time.
Yeah.
Like
a recurring threatening roar might be good, but
yeah, I mean, you know, also like Noelle enters a lot of tournaments, so she's probably just like changing it up a bit from one tournament to the next, just to sort of see what works.
Yeah, that too. I like it. It's a little kid card. I definitely played some Ordeal of the Traveler when I was younger.
Yeah, I think I did too, actually, now that you mention it.
So Alan Swisky's opponent is saying that he was hosting the whole time, and
okay, well he made no attempt to contact his opponent. It's a match loss. I mean, he was only tagged like 70 times. Yeah, Noelle seems to be taking kind of a while.
Did that Kaiku being on the field for one turn really make a difference? Or? Not really?
Well, no, the Kaiku didn't really matter because it died pretty quickly.
You said she didn't have a dark at that point anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, the Kaiku didn't banish anything. It just got mirror forced. And yeah, I mean, it's Noelle's turn here, right? For this game that we're watching now, it's currently Noelle's turn.
Yeah, it's still Noelle's turn. I think she's thinking about a play.
All right. Hey, Scully, can you message Noelle and tell her that she's got a slow play warning?
Sure thing.
Because I don't know how long we've been here, but it's been a while.
Do you know what her current Discord name is?
Well, I mean, you can just message her on Dueling Book, one or the other.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. She's doing something. Okay, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess that means that.
the dust sheet was strong enough. Yeah.
Yeah.